I've been getting death threats.
You mean death threats?
Not this time.
Fuck you! For what? For what? For what? Why? Again? Fuck you! Fuck you twice, actually!
Why do you say that?
Fuck you! I don't consent. I don't give a fuck, you dumb bitch! Fuck you!
I know, me too.
You support a fucking racist pedophile. That's what the fuck you support.
It's been the honor of my life to serve as your president.
You're inhumane. You're inhumane.
This Border Patrol processing center there in McAllen, Texas, is kind of the epicenter of all of this family separation debate, where the majority of these families are being separated from their kids. And that's the place which is often called the dog kennel. So you see these kind of chain link fence rooms where people are kind of divided. The parents are put to one side, the kids are taken to another. That's really like a place where people pass through. It's not designed to hold people for a long time. So that's why they have those see-through kind of cages, if you will, where they put parents on one side, kids on the other.
At the end of the day, facts do matter.
Yeah, okay. You're a bitch. You're a bitch. You're a bitch.
That's not nice. Dave didn't do anything.
I'm confused as to why the Dominican and the Cuban are mad. More than likely, y'all from here, right? And more than likely, y'all are safe. So, why the fuck y'all mad?
Okay. Why are you so mad?
Shut the fuck up talking to me, bitch.
I'm not mad.
Why are you mad? Why are you here?
Oh, really? I'm sorry. I thought this was a free country. I didn't know we were in communist Sweden.
I'll let you know. Fuck you, bitch.
Okay.
Shitty ass bitch. Shitty ass bitch. Shitty ass bitch.
You look awful. Just awful.
Stupid asshole. Hey, fuck you, bitch.
Hello?
Shut up.
Shut up!
Fuck you, bitch. Scary ass, dumb ass, stupid ass bitch.
Oh my God! Shut up!
You are rallying your best out here, I have to tell you.
Does anyone really care about this shit? Because what I find funny is the liberal opinions.
This is America. Does he think we're all stupid? So Trump knows how dumb his base is, knows how dumb the people that voted for him are, that he thinks that he can absolutely get away with this with everyone else. This photo has MS13, claiming that that is a literal tattoo on Kilmar Garcia's hand.
No, I don't think he thinks we're all stupid. I think he is gonna question some people in this country after seeing things like this.
These are his actual tattoos.
Jinkies.
Yes, those are his actual tattoos.
This looks like someone took this photo, typed in the letters MS and the numbers 13.
You might be onto something there. That might actually be exactly what they did.
Jinkies.
It's almost like Trump put those numbers there so you could understand what each of those symbols meant. But that's silly. Why would he do that?
See his hand there. If you zoom in, you can see the actual tattoos, but you don't see those little numbers.
Oh, you're right. There are no numbers. You know, you guys are just on a whole other level of intelligence. I am very glad that you keep sharing this photo all over the internet. That photo is the best part of that whole visit. May not be any numbers on his hand, but you know those little symbols? Those symbols prove exactly what everybody's been saying from the beginning. Well, you say you're the intelligent ones.
So we haven't had a chance to find any clues.
I found a clue! I found a clue!
You found a clue?
Out here crusading for a man that had to earn those symbols. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, guys, and this is just for entertainment.
Jinkies.
From people whose opinions really don't matter. I think this guy's opinion matters, though.
All right, y'all. Respectfully. If you're not from El Salvador, shut the fuck up. For all those motherfuckers también that you never lived there, especially when se metían a los buses, when they used to get into the buses and robbed you at gunpoint or at knife point, when they used to take over your businesses if you didn't pay your rent to the gang members, when the houses were taken away from you by gang members because they wanted to use it as their, like, their little kickback or whatever, with the women that got raped and killed, the kids that got indoctrinated they took their kids and indoctrinated them into the 18th Streeters or the Mara Salvatrucha. If you weren't there for all that shit, shut the fuck up. You don't know anything about human rights. You don't know anything about anything. Worry about your country and your bullshit that's going on in your country, and don't be worried about other people's country. You weren't there. When you're out of touch and you never experienced none of that shit, it's easy for you to talk. All these complainers, especially the Democrats, shut the fuck up. You don't know nothing about nothing. Just shut up. You only hear whatever they give you in the news and you run with that shit. Just shut up. No country is better than another country. Yes, we all know that. Not even the United States here. Not the shit that we go through here. But if you never lived through those times, you don't know what human rights is. If you don't know what it is for your own family member to get, assaulted, raped, killed by gang members or whatever, and now that El Salvador is free of all that shit, you don't know the difference, okay? Because you never experienced it. That's why you're out of touch. Just don't comment on shit you don't know and you never lived through. You know what I'm saying? Because when you never lived through something, it's easy for you to talk. Just shut up and move along, baby.
I'm here at the airport. I'm about to board my flight for San Salvador. The goal of this mission is to let the Trump administration, to let the government of El Salvador know that we are going to keep fighting to bring Abrego Garcia home until he returns to his family.
Let me be very fucking clear. You mean members of the Democratic Party decided to take it upon themselves to use taxpayer dollars to fly themselves to another country, El Salvador, only to try to convince motherfuckers over there to bring this criminal, this gang member, this abuser, a motherfucker that don't belong here, back over to the country, over to our country, to wreak havoc? And meanwhile, there was motherfuckers losing homes, living in tents in the cold weather in North Carolina during a hurricane. Motherfuckers losing their houses during a wildfire in California. Homeless crisis at an all-time fucking high historically. Democratic Party owned media is broadcasting this stupid ass story, but won't broadcast a story of the woman that was unalived by a legal immigrant, mother of 5 and a grandbaby, that paid her dues, paid her taxes, law-abiding citizen, did what was supposed to be done. Where's the Democratic Party?
Trump and the Trump administration, you would think that the U.S. courts have found that Mr. Abrego Garcia is part of MS-13, but in fact, they have not found that.
Members of the you got this motherfucker over there. Oh, I'm gonna fight for his rights. What rights? That motherfucker don't have no goddamn rights. He's an illegal immigrant. Needs to be taken back to his fucking home. He's an abuser. And this ain't coming from me. This is records. His girlfriend, wife, put protective order on him. Don't fucking tell me, he was illegally deported. He wasn't supposed to be here in the first fucking place. Mind you, the president, his country said that he ain't sending him back. So why the fuck you all mad at Trump for? I mean, Jesus Christ, man. Unbelievable, man, because we know what this party is. First off, this party don't give a shit about that man over there. This is a publicity fucking stunt. We all know it. You know it. I know it. Everybody fucking know it. They manipulate. But what's more fucking surprising is that there is actually people out there standing by the Democratic Party as if they're the fucking saviors. And look, I get it, okay? Bullshit sounds better than the truth to a lot of people. It makes them feel good. But goddamn, at what point in life do you wake up and stop falling for the bullshit?
What the f*** is wrong with you? You f***ed up motherfucking bastard! What the f***?
Van Hollen posted a picture of him sitting with Abrego Garcia at a table.
I see these pictures tonight, and I think, boy, the party of women is really covering itself in glory tonight. I mean, I don't understand why the American left falls in love with the worst people. You've got a gang-banging, human-trafficking, wife-beating illegal alien, and a United States senator in a ludicrous display of energy is in El Salvador having Mai Tais and Yahtzee. I do not get it. I do not understand why the left takes on the heroes. People like that. I don't get it.
I think
he has an adjudicated deportation order, and you have Democrat public officials falling all over themselves trying to get him back here without thinking through the next step, which is he's literally going to be deported somewhere else.
But he did have due process. Everything we know about him is documented because he did go through the court systems. He was stopped for trafficking. His wife did file these domestic violence charges against him.
I have to ask it. You did take out a temporary order of protection against your husband in 2021. Were you in fear of your husband?
Hello? Husband is alive. That's all I can say.
Okay, and you know I'm not going to push on that apparently. But
Oh yeah, I can't push you on that. God forbid I ask about the elephant in the room.
He was arrested with MS-13 members with a roll of cash that had the eyes and the ears and the mouths of the presidents erased, which is an MS-13 markings. This is all non-disputed.
Average American looking at this case, a lot of conflicting information. Okay, I believe some, I don't believe. An illegal alien came here in 2011, and somehow in 2025, he's still here after having been through the court system, after having been arrested with lots of people in his car, after having all this evidence.
Deport him?
He just did, and now everybody's mad about
Why
it.
didn't
How
Donald
did an
Trump
illegal
deport
alien
him?
take advantage of our system for 14
Why
years?
didn't
and
Donald
not
Trump
get
This is Kilmar Garcia and his wife. Does anybody know what's wrong with this picture? Let's just take a look at an unedited picture with no hearts over his fingers. Now let's just zoom in a little bit on Kilmar Garcia's fingers. And for the Democrats that are saying, this is Photoshop, this isn't Kilmar Garcia's hands, well, here is Garcia meeting with your senator who's doing a PR stunt in El Salvador, and then there's a picture of his hands. When we zoom in on his hands and we look at the fingers, it looks like the exact same tattoos that we saw in this picture that his wife posted. And here's President Trump inside the Oval Office showing the American public Kilmar Garcia's knuckles. Poor Garcia didn't get any Wait, what is this up here? That looks like due process to me. So you have a marijuana plant, a smile, a cross, and a skull with 3 holes in it. The marijuana obviously stands for M, the smiley obviously stands for S, the cross stands for 1, and the 3 holes in the skull stand for 3. When we put all of this together, Democrats, we get MS-13. Very interesting choice by the Democrats. I mean, they're showing to us they're not for the average American, they're not for women, they're not for minority groups, they're for trash.
Who remembers back in 1999, I was a senior at Santa Monica High School, when Bill Clinton and the Democrats chose to send Elian Gonzalez back to Cuba.
And if you don't know who Elian Gonzalez is, or you just need a refresher, he was just 6 years old when he was rescued, floating on an inner tube off the coast of South Florida on Thanksgiving Day, 1999. His mother and several other Cubans died trying to get to the United States. The situation surrounding Gonzalez sparked a diplomatic crisis, with his Miami relatives trying to keep custody of him, while the Cuban government said he belonged with his father, who was back in Cuba. The U.S. government eventually agreed, and the 6-month-long saga came to a head in April of 2000, with armed federal agents raiding his relative's Miami home to extract Elian Gonzalez and return him to Cuba. This Pulitzer Prize-winning photo of that raid made newspaper and magazine covers around the world. That's what viral was before social media, kids. And it came to symbolize the strained relationship between the two countries, as well as a new era for the politics of many Cuban Americans.
So what's the difference with this one?
It's your boy King Churro. Thank you for watching. Remember that you're loved, and remember to be great every day, because tomorrow is never promised.
Every day you wake up, you got a decision to make. To go right or left, up or down, right or wrong. At the end of the day, you make the decision. Nobody forces you. So make the right decision. Make moves, set the goal. Stop making excuses, man. And if it look like a duck, walk like a duck, and sound like a duck, it's a duck. Stop guessing. Just do the right thing. You heard? You hear me? I love y'all. Stay positive. Love one another.
All right. Many of us sane-minded Americans have been asking ourselves the question, what does the left actually believe in?
You know, what are the Democrats actually standing for? We know what they're against. They're against sanity. They're obviously against the orange man because orange man bad. Simple as that. Why? They have no real reason besides whatever the propaganda machine feeds them. But beyond that, we ask ourselves, what do you stand for? And for me, I believe that you essentially put your money where your mouth is, right? Where your money as well as your time, energy, and attention goes is what the hell you give a damn about.